Hey guys, it's been a while and I thought I'd give you my honest opinion on the Sigma 40mm F1.4 Canon version. So this review is just a very quick one. As a wedding and commercial photographer, I've used these lenses on the Canon EOS R6 and the EOS R, and just giving you, I guess, my overall thoughts, what I think of it, who is this lens for, what I feel the lens is like, the rendering. The two lenses I've got in my hand, just for some comparison, is you've got the Sigma 28 f1.4 here on the right and the Sigma 40mm f1.4 on the left. And as you can see, the Sigma 28 is a lot smaller than the Sigma 40. The Sigma 40 is a huge beast, and it's very heavy. So I guess I'll start off with the cons, because it's always good to start off with the cons. Is that it's very big, it's very heavy, and when you're, I guess, adapting it to the Canon ecosystem, the R, the R6, the R5, it's very front heavy, especially with the adapter. When you're comparing this with similar lenses in the Canon RF line, you've got the 50mm RF f1.2, and using that lens, it's not as front heavy, mainly because the weight distribution of the lens is more closer to the camera, and also because there is no adapter, and it's also a lot lighter than the Sigma 40mm f1.4. So you really, you know, it does get a bit heavy, but if you don't mind the heaviness, it's okay. No problems at all. The things I like is that it's just a very clean lens. Sigma has gone a long way since the beginning of their art lineup, from the 35mm f1.4, and this lens, as big as it is, it's really clean. It's very clean, the images that you get with it. Autofocus is good. The rendering is very clean. That's all I can say. I also recently bought the Canon RF 50mm f1.2 for my R6. I've used it in 2 weddings. Gonna use it on a wedding tomorrow as well to get my thoughts on the lens. And the rendering of the Canon RF is that it's a lot more contrasted. It is sharp. The sharpness is probably equal, but they're both different. You know, this is like, I don't know how to explain it. I'll do a video in the future about the 40 versus 50mm, because the Canon RF, there's something special about it, and there's also something special about this. The way it renders is slightly different. I like both. If I had to lean towards one, I'd go to 50mm, because I guess the way that the pictures look is a lot more warm, and it's also a lot lighter, so it's easier to carry around when I have 2 cameras on the left and the right side. I'll show you a few shots. I've shot with this with my friend, I guess, Anastasia. Did some portraits in Gold Coast, Australia. Tested the video autofocus, it's nice and quick. Tested the photos, and it's pretty good. You know, 40mm is a really nice balance in terms of focal length. So if you're deciding between what focal length you like or what to carry, what to shoot, 50 is slightly portraity, 35 is more like journalist, so it's like story yet portrait. 40mm is in between. In my opinion, 40mm/45mm is what the human eye sees. So the pictures that you get with this lens is very real. Very real. It's just very in tune into what we see, which is a great thing about the 40mm, because it's not too wide, it's not too portraiture, it just looks perfect. It just looks natural. And that's why I like the 40mm focal length. This sharp, you know, there's no chronic aberrations, very little, and the contrast is pretty good, pretty strong right out of the camera, and it's just a solid lens, but it's heavy, and it's also slightly expensive at about $1,000 USD or AUD on sale, depending on where you are. But I do recommend this lens if you don't mind it being heavy, but if you do have the money to pay more than double, I would highly recommend the 50mm RF 1.2. And yeah, in the future I'll do a comparison between the 40mm and the 50mm RF 1.2. That'll be kind of cool. And yeah, I might also do the EF versus the RF version as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the portraits and the videos. Catch you next time.